Not. All right, I think we're good. All right, I think we're good. I'm up here talking, and the mic keeps going on, cutting itself on and off. So I apologize. So, hey, everybody, welcome to my keynote. My name is Keandra. I am the founder of the KWI Collective. We're a marketing, public relations, and media firm right here in Tampa, Florida. I am also a publicist and marketer, of course. If you are here, let me know that you're here. I'm just going to take a minute to make sure that um my sound is on and we're good. So as I was saying, I decided to come on late. I know a lot of people won't be able to watch me live because it is the end of the week and you're trying to gather yourselves for the weekend. But I wanted to get this information out here. And I know I'll get a lot of people in the replay and people DMing me after, which is normally the case. I will say get used to it because the way my life works, for me to go live during the day before 9 o'clock, y'all hear my voice crackling. I'm trying, y'all. It is probably not something that's going to happen too often, just simply based off of the life that I live and the work that I have to do, and how that flows. So 9 o'clock Tuesday nights is definitely going to be our night. I was coming on because I sent out an email. If you're on my email list, please make sure that you read. I know most of you read the email because I could see who looked at it. I could see that you guys looked at it. But if you're not, please visit our website at thekwIcollective.com and join our mailing list. I did that because I sent out an email and it was like, Keandra, what you got going on? Nah, girl, because I know that's what you guys are always saying. What is she doing now? Who is she connecting with now? What she got going on now? I'm seeing Keandra posted something. And I love it because a lot of times y'all are just congratulated because it's me and you're excited for me. And I absolutely love that. But I wanted to come on and just kind of give you a brief synopsis of what's going on here at the KWI Collective, what we have going on new. I know you guys saw the introduction post that I have connected with and partnered with another company to help just move forward what we're doing here at the KWI Collective. It is, and it has been, a part of our business strategy and plan. And, if you know me, God's timing, I always look at God's timing, and I couldn't find a company to connect with. And I finally kind of sat down. I was introduced to this company before, and I kind of was like, okay. But I kind of just sat down and looked at it and really decided that, yeah, this was something that I think would be beneficial, not only to myself, but to the people that are connected to me in life and in business. So if we have not met and you're not sure, what is it, what does she do? Okay. I know she does a lot of stuff. I see her speaking, I see her talking about PR, I see her talking about marketing sometimes, but I'm not sure exactly what she does. So all in all, I am a publicist, and I am a marketer, and I own the KWI Collective. We're a marketing, public relations, and media firm. Who we serve funded startups who are who have the actual funds for marketing and PR to get their brand started. Usually they have been in business 3 years or less, but they do have some funding to kind of back up a marketing project or a PR project, things like that. Okay. However, I do have two sectors of people that we serve. I understand all the time. I understand. Hey, Val. I understand that it is not always easy for businesses to really have the funding that they need to get started. I also know that people want to work with me, and that sometimes they don't fit into our corporate and our firm's price range. And I get that. So what I did was I created a complimentary online group here in Facebook. It's called the Backstage Pass group. And then an opportunity to join an actual network, a paid network that is not at the scale of where you'd have to pay for one-on-one consulting, but we do in that network help you learn how to pitch yourself. We talk to you about marketing, branding, business, and all of those things. Now, the reason why we're here today is because people ask me all the time, Do you know anything about business funding? Do you know anything about business credit? And the one thing we need is funding, and everybody needs it. Okay, do not get it twisted. I definitely understand. Everybody's like, I need funding. 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 We all need funding, right? And so I said, usually I'm like, no, and I refer to somebody, although I have not worked with a lot of people in that sector. I know I've seen a lot of people online and I've watched them, and I was just kind of secure in referring them. I'll say, hey, go see this person. Well, one of my best friends, my brothers, came to me with the opportunity to connect with Nove and this company. And it's interesting because I said, okay, da, 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 when it's your friends, you want to support them. So you're going to look at it, you're going to listen. But at that point, it was so much going on, I really couldn't focus on it. And then 4 more people said, hey, do you know anything about business funding? And I said, let me go back and see what this company, because I really thought initially that they just focused on the personal credit side and personal funding side. So I said, well, let me go ahead and look at this company a little bit deeper. And I found out that they not only serve the consumer private network, which would be, your personal credit lending, things like personal lending, but they also have a business component. And it fell right in line with who I am and what I do. And so that was the first thing. The second thing I had to do was look at their products. I was like, first of all, I'm a lot of things. Okay. I'm a marketer. I'm a public speaker. I'm a publicist. I do not want to be the funding lady. Okay. I don't want to be the funding lady. I don't want to be her. And I was like, I don't want to do the work like that. Like, I want to be able to be a resource to people, to be able to guide and help people in making the choice as to what's the best route to go. But I don't want to be the one actually doing the work. And so what I love about Novate is that they have they have a couple of options to connect with them. We have partners that actually do the work as it relates to lending and things like that. And so that we're kind of like the middleman. We kind of guide you and help you within your partnership, but we do have partners that actually do that. Then they have, especially on the personal credit side, they have the DIY. They have an AI-driven app that helps you clean up your own credit. And I've actually been playing with it and working with, I ain't gonna say playing with it, I'm working with it myself to see how it works. And it is crazy amazing. And so I was like, okay, that in order to really do well and get the funding and things that you need when it comes to business, your personal credit has to be at a certain level as well. So I love the way that the company combines the two, the personal and business credit. And so that's what made me realize that this is something that we can kind of add to the repertoire of what we already do, and it not be something that takes away from what we're called to do, but it also enhances it. So, all right. So I said, all right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to connect with them and see what's going on. I'm gonna invest and put my best foot forward. And we got on a call with the leaders of the group. Y'all, first of all, I've been on everybody and their mama call. So, I'm always like, okay, how people be like hyping you up, typing one in the chat, type this in the chat and stuff like that. And it was like that, but not, as hype as things usually are. So I was like, okay, I like the fact that they do engage it, but it wasn't that whole like, rah, rah. So I was like, cool. Then one of the first things this gentleman said, he was explaining to us actually, about how to share the products and how to share the services. But the first thing he said, of course we have to have a plan, and of course we have to have a strategy. But the first thing we should do is, one, take it to God. We should take our plans and strategy to him, because he's the one that's going to take it and 10x it, by following his principles. And then the man later on, he was talking about, even having a morning routine to just be the most effective person that you could be. And so he said, what did he say? Okay, just to be the most effective person that you could be. He said, um, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that should be on your mind should not be no bae. It should not be reaching for this cell phone. It should be God. I'm like, what? And he was serious. Like, you know how there's people that kind of play with it, and you have those people that they know that there is, yes, yes. You know that there are people that know that there are faith-based people, and that faith context drives people to move. It's a whole situation that I have had conversations about. Hey, Amber, and I've talked about it, and I hate it, right? So I said, okay. So now, I was sitting back like this. Now I'm like this. Okay, now I'm like this. And then I kept listening to just the pattern in which he taught and the instructions that they gave people. And then I heard the next speaker, and he was in alignment. Then the next speaker, and these are different days, different times, and different people. Then, I was tapping into, because there's different calls. I was tapping into stuff just to see. And I realized, I said, no, these people, they love the Lord. Okay, got it. And they also understand that there is a dynamic of businesses and people who are in business who do not have access to funding because they don't have the tools, they don't have the knowledge, and they don't have the support. Okay. So I said, oh, wow. Okay. All right. I'm listening. I'm in. And so as I've continued, and I'm going to share my screen a little bit, but as I continue to learn about the product, and then of course I'm testing it out. I am, in there, and I'm using the services, and I'm looking at it. I realize that yes, there is a process. Anytime you're trying to get to a certain place, there is a process. So it's going to take some strategy, and it's going to take some time to get there, because it took you, how long did it take you to get your credit and financing the way it is, good or bad? Okay. Think about it. So if you want to enhance that, it's going to take you some time, right, to enhance it. And if it's not good and you want to clean it up, it's going to take you some time to clean it up. It doesn't have to take a long time, but there is a process. And I looked at the process. I looked at the strategy. I looked at how they did things, and I looked at how they ran the organization. And it was just in alignment with what we do here. And it is set up in a way that I don't have to do the work. Okay, that's what counting. At the end of the day, I was like, oh God, okay, I'm not the one cleaning up your credit. Like, I ain't got to learn how to do that and get all. There are partners that Nove partners with that can do it for you, or they have a DIY option, which is an AI-driven software for personal credit that helps you. And then on the business side, they have resources and vendors and partners that they work with that are tried and true, and that they've already worked with for years, and they have the results. They know it works. They know the process works. So I was like, this is actually a no-brainer for us, because it really helps it helps to position people financially. Now, here's the thing. What I also love about it is I don't have to see your numbers. I don't have to see your stuff. I won't have to look at your personal information. I don't have to look at your credit score. I don't have to look at your assets. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay. And I like that, because I know that that's a personal thing for people. And it also helps to just protect you. Like, that's not the side of the business that I'm on. If you actually have our partners do the work for you, then there are people that actually do that, and they're certified. They have all the credentials to do that. If you are in the DIY side, that's just, as far as personal credit, that's you. That's you do that. But I do know that it's best, and probably you have to clean up your personal credit some to really do well as it relates to business credit, because they have to look at, if your business, they have to look at your viability in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stacy. So I'm going to actually put the website down here. I'm gonna have it scrolling down here so you guys can see my website. I am planning to do an official launch call, and I'm excited about the launch call. It'll be next Saturday at 11 a.m. on Zoom. I am not doing a live event anywhere. It is actually going to be on Zoom. If you are interested in joining that just to learn more, and it will not be me, it'll be people that, you know, have been in this and kind of understand it more than I do. That's really going to be able to share the experience with you. I would love for you guys to join us. We won't be on there long. Please either, you know, type your email in here or DM me with your information, and I'll make sure that you get the access information that you need to join us. Okay. Now, listen, I'm going to, let me see if I can share my screen. If I'm looking this way and that way, that's because I told y'all my baby got me a double screen, and so now I got two screens in. I be thinking I'm doing a little something now, so that's why I be doing that. Let me see if I can share my screen here. It says, and I just want to, I'm not going to like go over products or anything like that. I am literally just going to show you guys the website a little bit. Let me pull that up. All right, so here is the website. The link, as you can see, is scrolling here on the bottom. Here's again what I love. You can come into my website and you can see if it's for consumers, like if you're looking for debt help, credit card, personal loans, tax preparations, will and estate planning. To be honest, that is something that I just started working out for myself and my family just last year. Trust estate planning, auto loan refinancing. My daughter and I were talking about that, student loan refinancing, credit monitoring, disputes. But then if you're like, okay, I am really ready to rock my business, I am looking for an opportunity to really understand business credit or get help with business credit, business funding. If you need trademark services, consumer financing, business debt help, grants and government loans. Now, here's what I saw that I love. There's free business registration help. So we can help you get your LLC and register your business. However, understand that each state has a registration fee. We cannot override that. You will have to, you know, complete the state requirements, but we do have free business registration help and more vacation incentive programs, all kind of things. And then if you're like me and you're like, hey, I have a network of people who I think this would be great for, and I would like to actually become affiliated with the company as well, then we have the entrepreneurship tab. You can join as an affiliate like I am. Remember, I said that I did not want to be, I don't want to be the credit lady. I don't want to be the business lending lady. But what I want to be is an amazing resource for those who need the services. And not, you know how, I don't know, I probably am going to date myself. But remember that commercial when they said, I'm not only the client, I'm not only, what did they say? I'm not only the client owner, I'm the client or something like that. I'm not only a representative, I'm a client. I'm gonna find that one and I'm gonna do it next time with y'all. Hey love. That's pretty much what this is. I am going through these processes myself. And so I would love for you guys to come alongside me. Let's do it together. Let's showcase our wins together. Let's get ourselves in a position to be better, not only for ourselves, but for our families. There have been several passings in my life within the last 3 years. And every time someone close to me passed, it allows me to stop and reevaluate where I am and reevaluate my legacy and what I'm going to do and what I'm leaving for my children, what I'm leaving for my children's children and things like that. And every time it also makes me reevaluate where I am in business and in life. Like, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing for who I'm supposed to be doing it for at the rate that I'm supposed to be doing it? And so I always have to evaluate who I am, where I am, and what I'm called to do. And then I get to the space of, I look at what areas have I been begging God, like, God, I need you to do this for me. God, I need you to do this for me. And I realized that in the past month and a half, I've been doing more begging than I have believing. Let me say that again. I've been doing more begging than I have been doing believing, okay? I have been doing more begging than I have been believing. And so I had to just change the way. And I said, God, it is time for me to believe you. But again, I'm not the type of person that wants to do things by myself. Like if you're connected to me in any way, you already know that if I find it and I'm ready and I'm like, come on, y'all, let's go. Now, what I'm not going to do is push you to be better, but I will open the door that's open for me for you to walk through with me. I'm not going to pull you. I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to try to chain you to the truck and drag you on. I can't, because that takes too much energy for me and the people that are ready. And so I love the fact that there are several different options, whether you need to work on your personal credit and your personal life, or you're ready to, and at a position that you're really ready to look at funding for your business for real, and you're honest with yourself that you and your business is set up and ready. If it's not, then you're ready to look at what you need to be ready so that you can prepare, put together a plan, and be ready. Because let me explain to you, y'all see the world we're living in. You see the prices of these homes. You see these rental prices. I don't foresee it change. Now, God can do anything can happen, but I don't foresee it changing anytime soon. Not in enough time for you to get your stuff right. You know what I'm saying? This time that's gonna take you to get it right, this year or so, I don't foresee too many changes. But what I do see is a change in me and my preparation. And what one of my mentors always says to me is, don't get ready, be ready. And so when that next wave in real estate comes through, I want to be ready. I don't want to get ready. I want to be ready. Right. And I want you to go with me. So I wanted to just come on very quickly to share what it is I was doing. I didn't want to be on here longer than 30 minutes. And also just let you guys know nothing has changed. I am still a publicist. I am still a marketer. We still own the KWI Collective, a marketing, public relations, and media firm. I will be sending out more information on our partnership with Nove. I will be sending more information about the things that we have coming up in my email list. So visit our website, thekwcollective.com, and join the email list. I'll be giving giveaways. Now, what I am also going to offer in the email list is some of the services I can provide you with. I want to be able to provide you with a little discount on some of these services to get started. And it's only going to be for a limited amount of time that you'll be able to actually access that discount. And it'll only be through the email. I'm sending it in an email, and you'll have the access information you need to look into it and get started and use that discount. Don't know how often we'll be able to offer it, but I know I go offer it now. How about that? And I also know that I want you to be able to get to a space where it doesn't matter if you're in business or not. If you want it, you'll have the opportunity to buy it at the lowest common interest rate that's available, because you have prepared and set yourself up and your family for success. So that's what we're doing, y'all. And that's why I'm here. It doesn't change anything. I am still, people was like, oh God, you about to be the credit lady? You about to be the business? No, 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 no. She ain't the credit lady. She ain't that. What I am is a resource. And I will always be a resource. And that's just who I am. There will be information about this partnership on our website within the next week or so. Until then, you can always reach out to me, and I'll make sure that I put the website here. I'll put the link to the website in the comments as well for you guys to kind of grab and get immediate access to as well. And thank you guys. Thank y'all. Listen, I just want to thank you guys for liking the post, saying congratulations, and just supporting me, because it helps me. It just gives me that boost I need. Sometimes, we want to say everything is always gravy and everything always going well, and we're always just so chipper and life is great. And that's not always the case. So seeing you guys support me, even through sharing. Thank you for those who shared, even through commenting, even through liking. It helps me, and it helps me to continue to help you. So again, I hope you guys have an amazing evening. I want to thank you for joining in. I just want you guys to know ain't nothing changing. It's just growing and we're enhancing what we can offer to you in a way that we can offer it to you. But always remember that you set the tone for your day, year, and your life. And remember to make it a great one, y'all. I'll talk to you soon.